In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going to value a lot of little bitty toys that I've been picking up through my Whatnot app. And also I've gone to some church garage sales and regular garage sales and just picked up all kinds of tiny little toys. So this video at the very end, I'll show you how much everything is worth as a group. But you'd really be surprised how the prices really add up. I've still got so much stuff to value for the toy museum, but don't worry, I won't do it all right now. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum, so it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection. And then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Well, let's jump right in and see what all these little goodies are worth. Now remember, I got a lot at garage sales and whatnot, so we'll start with this Annabelle popcorn bucket from the movie theaters. I paid $5 for this on Whatnot, and it's worth about $45. It's very collectible, and popcorn buckets really increase in value now. Got these two little travel dolls. I figure they're worth at least about $5 each. They're not super valuable, but $5 each is a fair value for these. And I think I got them for like 50 cents each. Got this Shopkins potted plant plush. That's hard to say. It's worth about $8. And this Okinawa little keychain from Japan is worth about $3. Got these little toddler dolls of Elsa and Kristoff. They're worth about $7 each. I got this cool girl music box playing the piano for $1 at a garage sale. She's worth about $15. This Asian doll was $1 off of Whatnot, and she's worth about $12. And then I got this cool Monster High doll off Whatnot. I think I paid $3 for her, and she's worth about $15. And I got the Transylvania Mavis doll for $2 or $3, and she's worth $18. I got this Ratatouille Remy doll from Five Below, which was actually $7. He's worth $20. And I got this Harry Potter Funko mirror set for $5 off Whatnot, and it's worth $20 now. I really don't collect VHS tapes, but this Schoolhouse Rock was pretty cool. It was $1, worth about $5. All right, let's move on to the next set of goodies and see what all we have here. I think most of this came from Whatnot. First, we have this Frankenberry figure. He was $7 from Whatnot, but he's worth minimum $20. He's in really good shape, like brand new condition. Got this Kraft macaroni and cheese plush. I paid $3 for it, and it's worth about $10. And then we've got the Unicorn Surprise and the three little pups. They're worth about $12 for all four of those. I did buy those separately, though. And then next up, we have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from the Ghostbusters. I paid $3 for him, and he's worth about $12. All right, here's another set of goodies. I hope you're not getting bored because there's some cool stuff. First, we have these little Snoopy erasers and some crayons here. These were all, I think, $1 each off of Whatnot, and they're all worth about $7 each. And I have 4 different packs of erasers and crayons, so that's about $28 more that we can add to our overall grand total at the end of the video. We've got this cool little souvenir doll. She's worth about $5. And then we have a Disney Descendant doll, and I think I paid $2 for her, and she's worth $20. And then we have this Lego Encanto Antonio Sanctuary set. I got it at Walmart for $7. It's worth $25. Then I got from Whatnot these vintage plush. I think I paid $3 for all 3 of them, $1 each, and they're worth about $6 each. And I am a little bit of a hoarder. I do collect like Pringle and cans like this. And this is probably only worth $1, but I kept it anyway. And then we have the Indiana Jones Marion Ravenwood figure. She's worth $15. Then I got these off of Whatnot, I think for $2 for all of them, but they're McDonald's French fry boxes from the Hercules movie, and they're probably worth $3 each. So that's about $18 for the whole set. Might already have one of these, I can't remember, but this is Shotgun Red from the TV show Hee Haw from the 70s, and he's worth about $22. It was kind of like a comedy, like based on a country theme. And then we have these two dolls from the Miraculous show of Ladybug and Rena, and they're worth about $15 loose for the set, about $7.50 each. Have a couple more Snoopy erasers. These are worth about $7 each. They're in really good shape, and they have that old-timey price tag on it. Have a Ty Beanie Baby Vulture. It's worth about $4. And then we have an Imaginext Riddler car from 2009, worth about $10. Got this little Snow White plush doll. She's worth about $10. And the Big Peeps yellow plush is worth $6. Have this cool Astro World tray. It's very vintage. It's worth $10. And we have a couple more things here. A whole another little set. We have these little Madame Alexander dolls. They're worth about $10 for this set. Have a Lucy figure. She's worth about $5. She's pretty big. And then we have a little Minnie Mouse figure. She's probably worth about $4. And then we have a Mickey and Minnie rubber duck set. They're worth about $8 for this set. And then from McDonald's, we have a My Talking Tom Blue Cat toy worth $5. And then we have two sets of these Winnie the Pooh flock sets. And these are worth about $15 each already. I got them at Five Below. And then we have the Christmas Story figure set worth $15. Have this little Disney Up figure set that's already worth $13. We've got this really cute mushroom ornament worth about $5. I got it at Walmart. I thought it was super cute. And then we've got this little Harry Potter car still in the package for $13. We've got a Phineas and Ferb figure. We have the whole set of 3 of these, and they're already worth $12 each. So that's $36 for the whole set. I picked these up at Five Below when they were in stock. Five Below has some cool stuff. All right, here's our next set of tiny toys for this video. We have from the Disney Pixar movie Planes. We have the Fire and Rescue plane. It's worth about $15. And then we have one more plane from that same movie, and it's worth about $15 as well. Then we have this little Chip and Dale figure. I got that off Whatnot. It's super cute, and it's worth about $10 for the set. And then we have the Queen of Hearts figure. She's also worth $10. She's hard PVC. Got the Donald Duck golfer ornament, and he is worth about $10. And this Girl Scout figure is worth $6. I didn't even know they made Girl Scout figures. And we've got the cactus from Lala Loopsy, and it's worth $6. Got another package of Peanuts erasers. It's worth $7. I have the little Happy Meal toy from Wendy's, the Fred from Scooby-Doo with a mask on. He's worth about $4, but I'm not going to value him in this video because I did end up ordering the whole set that I'll value at a later video. I have the Fisher-Price ice cream truck with a figure. It's worth about $12. And the Care Bear car, it's worth about $10. I think I got that off Whatnot for $1. Have the Harley Quinn doll. She's about 10, 11 inches tall. She's worth about $18. And the Paddington Bear tie plush, and it's worth about $15. And I got this lunchbox at the flea market. It's $19.89. Pretty Piggy lunchbox worth $15. Got all the Bob's Burger figures from Five Below, which I love Bob's Burger. They're already worth $15 each, so that's $75 for the whole set. Off of Whatnot, I got these little Hershey and Twizzlers plush. These came from the Hershey Park, and they're worth about $10 each on eBay. I paid $1 each for those. Got the Cinderella Hallmark ornament still in the box. It's worth about $12. Got a couple little My Little Pony carded figures. These are worth about $3 each since they're still on the card. And got this random carnival glass worth about $5. I always want to take those when we go on a cruise, but I never do. So I got one at a garage sale. Got a couple Barbies. We have the blind Barbie worth about $12, and the Down syndrome African American doll worth about $15. Minnie Mouse cruise ships worth about $15, and the Puzzle Place VHS tape is worth about $8, and the Battlestar Galactica VHS tape is worth about $5. The Doctor Who VHS tape's worth $8, and the Ronald McDonald VHS is worth $8. And this How to Train Your Dragon Stormfly from 2018 is worth $8. Then I got the Ushi characters from Wizard of Oz, and these are all worth about $10 each. Have another vehicle from the Planes Disney Pixar movie is worth about $8. And got this cool Southern doll from a garage sale. She's worth about $15. I decided to keep her. Got this really cool Wicked eyeshadow palette. It's worth about $10. And we got some Wicked stockings from the new movie, and they're worth about $12 each. Got this random little feisty pet worth about $10, but I'm not sure if I already have one of those or not. I have to check. Might have to sell him eventually. I always sell my duplicate toys. And then from Pokemon, we have a big Squishmallow, and it's worth $10. And then the Mickey and Minnie Easter Squishmallows are worth about $25 for the set. Got this large Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure, who's worth about $10. And then we've got this 1982 Barbie paper doll set still in the box, worth about $12. And we've got these cool Britney Spears little figures. And we have a set of 4. I am going to get the other 2 to have the whole set of 6. But these are worth about $12 each. And hopefully they'll just keep going up in value. I've got this large Smurf plush from Macy's. And it's worth about $15 because that's from 2010. Have this handmade Christmas crocheted mouse doll worth about $12. And a Jelly Cat white, kind of like a peacock plush, worth about $15. Everyone always has a fit on whatnot when a Jelly Cat comes out, so I'm glad to have one. And I actually picked that up at the Goodwill for a little bit of nothing. Next, we have a Braves plush, a mascot. He's worth about $15. Got a Chuck E. Cheese plush, well, 2 of them, and they're worth about $12 each. And the Cabbage Patch doll is worth about $10. And this cute little rack I picked up at a garage sale for $2 is worth about $10. I'll use it as a store display. All these little Peppa Pig figures, they're worth about $15 for the whole lot. And then the Peppa Pig case is worth about $12. And then we've got this really cute Raggedy Ann puzzle. All the pieces are there. It's a board puzzle, and it's worth about $12. And then we have a LeBron James plush doll, and he's worth about $8. All right, this little Mexican souvenir doll is worth about $10. The Cabbage Patch Kid cat plush is worth about $8. I got all this on Whatnot. I got it pretty cheap. Got these really cute little princesses sitting on the bench, and they're worth about $12 for the set of 3. Well, it's a set of 2 at 3 princesses. And then we've got this Serta sheep, a happy birthday sheep. It's a little advertising toy. It's worth about $12. And then we have this vintage lady from Lady and the Tramp. She's worth about $7. And that's a Disneyland. That it just shows it's an old one. All right, then we have this Buzz Lightyear Disney on Ice mug worth about $8. And we have this Chuck E. Cheese plush still with the tag on worth about $12. And I couldn't resist this little guy. He was $2 or $3, but he's worth about $10. He's a big fat seal. I thought he was too cute. I had to have him. All right, we got this tall 10 or 11-inch pink Power Ranger worth about $10. And then we got these Wicked little figures from Funko, and they're worth about $10 each. That's actually what I paid for them. Got this little Wicked plastic sun catcher worth about $3. Then this little bowl of flock noodles worth about $5. That's super cute. And then we have a Nessa Rose Wicked doll in the wheelchair loose worth about $15. We have this Lilo and Stitch car. It's worth $20. I paid $7 for that at Five Below. And then we have a Flip Wilson VHS tape. I paid $1 for it, or $2 at a garage sale, worth $8. And this little Japanese girl, I paid $2 at a garage sale. She's worth $15. And I got this vintage stapler. It's worth $10, and it was $0.25 at the garage sale. That'll look good on this bank display I'm doing, since the toy museum's in an old bank building. This Raya pendant's worth about $6 still in the package, and this Star Trek hand phaser is worth $12. I paid $1 for it. Then we have a McDonald's Boo bucket. It's worth about $6. And these Bluey figures, I'm going to take them out of that beat up case, but they're worth about $2 each, so that's $8. And then all these loose ones are worth about $2 each, so that's another $10. And then this Bluey garbage truck is worth about $15. And this vintage Linus in a car is also worth about $15. Let's see what else we have. We have another little plastic sun catcher worth about $3. And I got this Joan Rivers book at the Goodwill for $1 or less than $1. It's worth $7. I got this whole tote of little plastic trees for $2, including the tote, and they're worth $15. Got a little Cabbage Patch Kid figure. She's worth about $4. And then this Wicked Sucker is worth about $8. And then we have a Dilbert plush. He's worth about $12. And then we have this hard to find Littlest Pet Shop Caterpillar worth $10. A Stitch figure worth about $5. A Vanity Smurf Funko. He's worth about $16. Gomez Adams Funko. He's worth about $12. And a Monster High Funko is worth about $20. And then we have a Monchichi Snow Globe worth $15 still in the box. And an Elphaba Wicked Snow Globe also worth $15 in the box. And then we have these cool Wonder Woman glasses worth about $10. We have some Paw Patrol plush. We have Ryder and 3 of the dog characters. And these are all worth about $5 each. I got them in a garage sale for $1 each. Snoopy Happy Meal toy is worth about $3. The Big-Eyed Cinderella doll, she's worth about $10. And then we have this really cool Victorian plate we got for $1 at a garage sale. It's worth about $12. And then we got this Mount Rushmore souvenir plate for $1 worth $10. Then we got these strawberry shortcake rubber ducks that just came out at Five Below. And these are worth about $8 each. And we have the whole set of 6. So that's $48 more we can add to our total at the end of this video. And all of these ducks are supposed to be scented, just like the original dolls were in the 80s. And we're going to price those toys from the beginning of our video as well. We have this McDonald's diesel truck. It's worth about $9. And then we have this really cool vintage football troll. It's also worth about $9. And then we have the towel plush from South Park worth about $12. And I saw that episode. That was hilarious because it was making fun of Donald Trump, which I loved. Then we have these Loving Family kids. They're worth about $5. And then the Loving Family cowgirls worth about $6. And then we have this Leonardo little Ninja Turtle, kind of like a helicopter toy, worth about $10. This Tokidoki plush is worth about $10. And this large Sophia the First doll is worth about $12. This little Jesus plush is worth about $15, and I love him. I think he's awesome. Got the new Debbie Allen doll from Mattel. It's worth about $60. And then we got this little Star Wars watch. It's worth about $8. And this little vintage Ugly Wuggly doll is worth about $12. And then this big Angry Birds Pez set is worth about $18. Well, with our previous 482 videos of value in my toy collection, our grand total was $1,241,775. Now with this video, with all of our small little toys, we can add another $2,028 to that grand total. Well, our grand total for episode 483 is $1,243,803. I always wanted to say I had $1 million toy collection, and now I can finally say it. But I'm not actually a millionaire. I've just been saving toys all my life, going to thrift stores, garage sales, flea markets, toy stores, and looking online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. And if you want to see all the toys up close, you can go to our Facebook page, which is called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please think about doing so because it certainly helps us grow. Well, until our next video, we will see you then.